Mention of the New Testament. Matie mebra Avraham Bibri or can't near me number one, the reliability of the New Testament.
So
oh, don't worry. There may be a match the reliability of the New Testament. In the nature say, or say New Testament in to me in fire home to show because and same Bibri will a webra.
Yeah.
And now what sounds like claim say New Testament, no, a young cofubi a cotton baby.
Yeah.
A troy,
yeah.
But see, no. Adia me pese ye focus on ye can the fact say New Testament on a young kofubi and a cotton baby a troye. Now some kofo na also cotton baby a troye no. Waka matie no be bree and our better hands like or back kingdom TV no so matie no wa make claims me ensa. The first claimer o make ya mete ya ne say or say Vespasian and Josephus and omo created the New Testament no. And another claim on o make ye no. Another claim on make ye no. Or say the Piso family. And almost no the Piso family and omo created the New Testament no.
Yeah.
And another claim on or sounds so make ye and say Emperor Constantine.
Yeah.
And the Council of Nicaea. On one case and a bony date. Or say the Council of Nicaea. AD 321.
Okay.
Share the Council of Nicaea and Emperor Constantine or Pese or divinity a ban subject for the mono can subjects in the boom.
Na him from Ketwa and I saw one boom.
David. Or Mammy Cassay may interrupt me.
Okay.
Yeah. Or Pese or canning cofuina a boom or divinity a bano. And or far Judaism kakra and or far paganism kakra and or the a birthday Christianity. And ye dinya New Testament no. Into no one make claims me ensa. Number one, Josephus and Vespasian and they created the New Testament no. Number two, the Piso family and they created the New Testament no. And number three, Constantine and the Council of Nicaea AD 321 according to ono and created the New Testament and Christianity. And I was also a claim another claim be say the Second Council of Nicaea or say on one case say AD 788 and omukoshia Roman asore e charge some person omosom abosom intin sa claim we a wa claim nyina no me pese me kire wade bi hwe bibi o how the first one say according to him the Council of Nicaea the first Council of Nicaea no AD 321
but 25
there be one oh there be also date ni nyina o say asema wo kan wo date ni nyina
321 and we hear Sunday law almost say
okay you say what twan say
enye ma twan say ma correct in different
okay
different platforms
mate okay and 788 no so ano na form
we ma sorry agitum so be so
eno one on a form ye
dabi
and you jina ho
eno jina ho the Second Council of Nicaea is saying
787
obi an the Second Council of Nicaea is saying
787
yes oh say 788
oh 787
Debbie oh say o can say or say the Second Council of Nicaea is saying 788 and so be fan say ujina ho
788
so we say the Council of the Second Council of Nicaea is 788 so we say 788
papa so for nya botre
oh me say
yeah kai date yeah mention date
oh yeah
when say your historians no you will be okra ade ni so dem ba e bi okra ade ni si no na omu nim date e kire mate bi omo ye no 788 to 789 and yeah be say
okay within from ABC
according to you no the Second Council of Nicaea is
kasawi
so for o ka wo wasem o ka wasem
according to two date bi na metia kayo Abraham ka date bi
wa feel yes
because oka say intina campaign me bobi bi kire wono inti oka say the second because Kofi Adoma ebisa no say asema meka ni nyina me wo date ni nyina ade inti meka sa ne so say ye kire nipa ade inti say ye kire nipa ade e wo say wunya facts ansa na obe kasa ya den wakasa because asem bi obeka bi nipa ya den nipa fa asem no bobra so inti say wunya sure na obe
inti second coming na
wunya sure Sada no kra me ball date we say na kwafo type.
Dabi Abraham what dey
say angle odi ade ne fa.
So we dey tio say ye ka say o kan ba ko na ye ka say bisa na ye ntia say o ka say emiri bi o kan say answer na ye say concerning topic here ye treat anything about ye no but you prove to him say answer na o kan ye no enye no correct Matthias you go for
Mediatrine the second council of Nicaea no AD 787
AD and yes 788
Debbie
according to you
and according to me according to an Encyclopedia Britannica because as some way a history I actually
that on to be intimate
exactly
787
exactly
yes said the whole thing one from 788
exactly okay into young
okay
now or say the Piso family and almost a New Testament and also say Vespasian and Ometino Hanum say Vespasian and Josephus and almost created the New Testament okay asem we see wahefa asem no see in the Roman Empire asem we Roman Empire now oko Roman Empire na according to Encyclopedia Britannica na asem we nyina America bia o say on say ye kire nipa de nti say wo kan asem e wo say uko to source say na ye be ya nipa kro no obetumi akwa nti asem America nyina wo Encyclopedia Britannica as a Google benya sa asem we na the first emperor otena Rome Caesar Augustus na ono no oba BC 31
BC natures and before Christ
exactly to AD 41 and on time no near Jesus Christ and the second emperor emperor Tiberius no ba AD 41 to AD 37 the third emperor your friend Caligula no by AD 37 to AD 41 now the fourth chancellor no emperor no your friend Claudius by AD 41 to AD 45 the fifth one your friend Emperor Nero by AD 54 to AD 68 good now Emperor Nero obu na mamu right because o start AD 54 obu na mamu no AD 64 ejakesie bi AD 64 July 19 July AD 64 ejakesie bi esoy ewo Rome ne jana eso Rome no she for 6 days
continuous
she for 6 days she for 6 days no historians na kire say according to a historian bi ono or lecture ewo King's College University or lecture in Roman history your friend Dr. Sophie wachro article bi e dia to BBC now the last time omo update article no 2011 17 February now o se sa time no eja no ehye no Emperor Nero eblemu a Christopher ne say omo and omo ma eja na eden eja no ahye inti e bass ano e mo shase se o persecute a Christopher no into the mami read bibi kakra wa hanum say or say Christians were first and horribly persecuted by Emperor Nero into the person chira say AD 64 no e jana e hye no a Christopher no Emperor Nero e persecute omo no persecute omo a okun omo bi no okun omo bi no baakon eye Apostle Paul Apostle Paul baakon eye Apostle Peter ena baakon okun ye fe no Aristarchus baakon so okun ye fe no Erastus ena baakon okun ye fe no Thrasymachus ena baakon okun ye fe no Barsabbas ne surname ede Justus ena Ananias a obo mpaye ma Apostle Paul no ono nso okun no inti from that time no on say from 64 no yeba 65 AD sa 65 AD na Piso we ya yenuen aka ne ho asem no na oye senator e Syria no oye ku bi etia Emperor Nero na oni amanfo 19 ene ye sa ku no into oye sa ku that was 19th April akwa bi e friend Friedman ene okote ho kire Emperor Nero into okote ho kire Emperor Nero ne ene Emperor Nero echi omu nyina into ochi omu nyina no oku omu nyina ena oma we Piso no a committee suicide into Piso ewu AD 65.
Okay.
Into Usha AD 65 ena Piso ewu ye.
That's
right. AD 65 ena Piso ewu ye. Ene ya ba AD 66. AD 66 no ena Jew na omo wo the Roman Empire. No say the Roman Empire no e empire bi a eso. Akwete say British Empire no. No so mbe conquer Africa for bibri. Into na countries bibri ehhehye o mase.
Okay.
Into Roman Empire no mo wo countries bibri a omo hye o mase. Countries ne ba kon e Jew for. Into Jew for no AD 66 and omo hyase say omo e ko atia Roman Empire no. Into omo hyase say omo ko atia Roman Empire no. Na omo general a omo fa no so omo ye omo general e Josephus. Into Josephus edi omo anim no otumi fighting Romans no up to AD 67.
Okay.
Into AD 67 na Emperor Nero on na eye emperor that time.
So the kunkum
a Christopher no. Vespasian and eye Emperor Nero ne general ne great general. Vespasian ya oboni din Flavius Titus Vespasian. And Osman no room. Osman wo a Jew for ne ho. Into Osman wo Jew for ne ho no. Vespasian and ne ba Titus etumi repele Josephus and ne army no. Inti Josephus ene ne army no hu se ekon no egba ti omo no ene one 40 of ne army men omu dwane ye ekokuro bi se fe ne youth fat to omu kokuro ne so no omu ko share cave bim to omu ko share cave no Vespasian ene Titus eba se omu nsaranda ene omu ye omu adwene se ombe saranda pa de omu nye ena ombe committee suicide nso a so omu committee suicide nso a eye against the Jewish law. Inti Josephus ede ayi bi by system bi by your friend the Josephus problem sisi in the mass world no eno na omu yusu inti eba sa no sa Josephus problem no ye man nipa ba kon etena hanum see the first person etena hanum see nti omu arrange circle say na arrange your circle no to the first one etwe seka no e de wo seka no one no a de obeka na ebia mfa say ya avrama no atwe seka no aha
just to aso sa
omu
kunkum mo
exactly inti omu ye sa ma ne ka nipa mienu ti nipa mienu na ye de ogina 1935 no inti de ogina 1935 na eye Josephus ani nipa ba kon e na oka chen say bema wo de yenko ne yenko saranda to Vespasian into omo
free room by no
exactly into omo ya omo saranda to Vespasian no omo saranda to Vespasian no and Vespasian fa Josephus slave but Josephus eba be hia Vespasian no o ka kire Vespasian say o shake evunu mu no onya revelation bi na revelation na onya no na kire say Vespasian eba be ye emperor. But o kachire ne se emperor no baba be ye no enye the next emperor but oba be ye emperor.
Okay.
Inti Vespasian ewo hwa okun no ena emperor ba kon ye friend Galba sa time no o ye senator ewo Spain. Inti of can Spain any France army ebomu ena omo ba Emperor Nero so that is AD 68. Omo ba Emperor Nero so June AD 68 into omo ba Emperor Nero so no Emperor Nero nkofo na eben no omo despise no na Emperor Nero hu se de ekono ano de ena owo ne ho sekan a okun ne ho into owo ne ho sekan kun ne ho no ena Galba eba ebedi emperor into Galba ebedi emperor AD 68 8 June into ono so teswa ena ba kon ye friend Otto ono so bae ebe ye ku etia Galba into obe ye ku etia Galba no ena oso CD ye into okun Galba ewo 15 January AD 69 into ono so wo hwa ena another person ebae your friend Vetilius nso bae na ena ono so be ye ku etia Otto obe ye ku etia no ena otumi etu no. That was in April, 13th April. Into ono so tena so emani kosi 13th December.
Okay.
AD 69. Into ono so omo rebel against him. Into omo rebel against him no mu kun no. Sa time no na Vespasian any Titus ewo ewo Jew for no ha omo kontokwa into omo ma Vespasian omo ma news say sisi ano we no eni hobim into ono na omo afa ne say emperor ena Vespasian ebaya obaba be emperor into obaba be emperor no ena okai say asem na Josephus eka kire no asem na yeden asem na bam inti eba sa no ena oye na adwene say ene obema Josephus aye Roman citizen into oma Josephus aye Roman citizen into oma Josephus no aye Roman citizen ena Josephus e change ni din efa Titus Flavius Josephus because the original name no oye Jew ni into the original name no yemfre no Titus Flavius Josephus yemfre no Josephus Ben Matthias because ne papa e de Matthias but also what I say into e hono ena Josephus etumi ebeye Roman citizen
okay
into obeye Roman citizen no ena we Vespasian ema ne boa ne ba Titus say onko Judea no omumi no enko Judea because na ntokwa bi ikoso into okwa obeye ne translator because Judea no omoka Hebrew into obeye ne translator no wasan so aye ne negotiator into one ne koe no AD 70 ena omokonya omudwiri temple ni gu from
asodan no
exactly
Israel no
yes
na aka wona amukugina kire bompaye no
exactly
okay
AD 70 inti sa AD 70 no ena Titus omudwiri wo ni omudwiri asodan ni gu ya omo sanso ekonka nkofo no ena Vespasian efre omo se omo nyede omo mara inti Josephus ebae oba Rome AD 70
okay
into oba Rome AD 70 ni AD 75 ena ochro ni first book ochro ni the Roman Jewish War ena osanso chro ni second book ochro ni the Jewish Antiquity eno no ochro no AD 94 but ansana obechro ni second book AD 94 no Vespasian na oye emperor no owu AD 79
okay
no owu into owu AD 79 ena ne ba Titus eba be di emperor okay. That's right inti ne third book nso a ochro ne third book ochro no akwa bi na akwa na oppose ne friend no Appian inti AD 97 ena ochro sa book no against Appian tini last book a ochro ye no ono ankasa ne testimony nti ono no ochro no AD 99 ena AD 100 owu ye according to history eni babia say Josephus ena chro Bible
New Testament no?
Exactly on say Piso ya all kase ono ena ebo omo chro New Testament no se wo hwa asem na make an history na make a kire wo no history na make a kire no ono owu AD 65 answer obewu AD 65 no kra no na AD 64 na Emperor Nero eja atowa oye den o share Christopher
na chese hono kra no o de kire say na Christopher mo
exactly
AD 64 no
exactly
ko Piso be wu 65
exactly
eti ono so etiase eja to hono o claim say Christopher ni mu bi
exactly
na opese o chese o mo bompa ni eja to ana say
Christopher na debate we dey miss a question ma mi wi
say etiefo opese o mo te ase enti sofo ye debate dey about
adenti ahu adenti Nero ekun omo ohye omo ane say ose a Christopher no they were doing abominable things
so for me kan nya no akire mu
omo ya bususem ena omo nsom Roman gods ninti no eno na de abufuo ba ya ama ejana eden ejana to nti na o sha se oyeden o persecute woman eno no kra no historian bia oye historian bia oye Roman first century Roman historian your friend Cornelius Tacitus no oye senator oye senator Rome ono no etworo sa asem no se wokọ encyclopedia sisi a obehu sa asem no otworo asem ne say in AD 64 no eja bi esoye Rome na sa eja na eso Rome ne Emperor Nero blame no on Christians mo si Christians inti asem we American historical record
okay
ma print no ha obin metumi ayi akyerɛw anase sɛ wokɔ encyclopedia Britannica asɛm a meka nyinaa no egu ha ubehu nti AD 100 no ɛna saa Josephus no yɛden owuye nti wonim sɛ we maka the Titus maka se Titus tamani papa ewuye no ono no ebedi ade
papa de
yes ono obedi Titus ne papa ewuye no ne papa wu AD 79 inti ne papa wu AD 79 no ono ne bedi ade
okay
inti obedi ade ninua ye frɛ no ninua kuma ye frɛ no
5 minutes
yeah ninua kuma ye frɛ no Titus Flavius Domitian ono na one Titus ko baby
okay
to one Titus ko baby ne ena okun Titus
oh
inti okun sa asemu ya American say wo pese wo hu asemu American ya okọ Encyclopedia Britannica la obehu sa asemu now inti okun Titus no ena ono baaye ebedi yade inti ono baaye ebedi yade no according to the Forces Book of Matters John Force ena Troy John Force no oye England historian about 500 years ago inti ni book no ose we share page 11 hana we share page 11 hana mpacho ubetumi ahwe so
yeah
once obin ose the beginning of general persecution against the church
AD 54 to 304
exactly inti the first persecution na ye Nero abreso the second persecution no na ye we Vespasian ne baketwa your friend Domitian ono no persecute a Christopher no from AD 81 to AD 96 now historians pesa omo kire say according to book we no the Forces Book of Matters no o pesa o kire say nipa kura okun no e wo sa persecution no baako eye Timothy
yen Timothy
exactly e free ho the third persecution eye Emperor Trajan
okay
yes Emperor Trajan e by AD 97 to AD 117 inti Emperor Trajan time no kra no na
so do ba chire kra
exactly inti the point am person me make ya say from Emperor Nero abraso na Christopher ho a ye ku omo ama Trajan abraso kra no na we senator bi wo ho sa senator no ye friend Pliny the Younger no ye lawyer ono no ku Christopher ne sa etworo letter kura de ma Emperor Trajan said now CBI fe o say eku a Christopher na say waku bebiri nti sesi ano omo ensakra emre nu kakra from Emperor Trajan ene ba but ubetumi abwa mami
Marcus Antonius
okay
Lucius Severus
but bobo date ne mami
na 211 to 238 Marcus Claudius
okay
na 249 to 251
persecution na ekoso no but obi ubisa ho say na obi a omo aye Bible New Testament ni New Testament na I establish Christ so mo adenti na manfo esom sa ade na omo eku omo but say asem logic we what you say me pacho koso
ana I mean 249 to 251 Jesus 253 to 260 Valerian 270 to 275 Aurelian Lucius ana 284 to 305 Diocletian
okay now inti edru AD 305 and emperor be a friend of Constantine
yeah
na sa Constantine na oko akon no or the Western Roman the Western Roman Emperor inti ba ko bi na friend Mastus ono na Eastern Roman Emperor inti one ne kwa akokon and oson daye inti oson daye no hu the sign of the cross e wo wiem we Professor Sophie etron ha the beginning of the persecution, the reason for the persecution, the tolerance and Constantine convention.
Okay.
Constantine esa cry. I can how many minutes?
Any 130.
Okay, my menfa Enti ono no the sign of the cross no. Ena ya trust say in this sign win your war. Enti o ya na dwene say okọ na so oba na so odinku no obema Christopher no fa ahodia ma o masom into okoba ya odi nkunim no ena na konta ya friend Licinius one ni ko hia wo baabi ya friend Milan ena mo ya ade bi the edict of Milan into sad edict of Milan ena ma Christopher freedom
so mutumi som
okay but sir AD 325 na the Council of Nicaea no ade nti omoko hia ne say na presbyter bi ye ka se presbyter asa o hwa so de so owo Egypt ono no tichi say Yesu Kristo oye nyame abode but onye nya
This my opinion from the research. AVRAHAM said Piso family, Josephus, Vespasian and Constantine in First Council of Nicaea created the New Testament. The pastors show that it will be risky for them to do it, because of the persecution of the Christians, and they will gain nothing from it. Josephus did not write the Bible because he was a Jew at the time he was captured by Vespasian. He was in debt to Vespasian for not killing him and making him a Roman citizen. He knows the punishment of making him angry is death. That is why he changed his name to Titus Flavius Josephus. Remember that by now he is a traitor to the Jews. He and Titus came and destroyed their temple. Another problem that Josephus is a person that will do anything to stay alive. Josephus knew how every Roman general gained their powers to become the next emperor. Most of them murdered the former emperor. That is why he told Vespasian that story. Even the plan to kill themselves was planned that the others will kill themselves. The reason is this: after the killing, he and other man were still alive. He could have said, "You kill me and I will kill you." See my point, puppet master? And the problem is that they were killing the Christians, so why will a person like Josephus join the Christians? Another problem is that Vespasian was not a Christian. The First Council of Nicaea. Constantine called together the First Council of Nicaea in AD 325 was about this edict declared that Christians, and all other religions, would be tolerated throughout the empire, bringing an end to religious persecution, but the Jews had their Roman citizenship removed and were persecuted because they are the ones that killed Jesus. There were Christians, but they all disagree. The Muratorian Canon, which is believed to date to 200 AD, is the earliest compilation of canonical texts resembling the New Testament. It was not until the 5th century that all the different Christian churches came to a basic agreement on biblical canon. I will put in the description other sources. According to the Jews, it was Piso and his son Arius Calpurnius Piso and other family members that created the New Testament. Piso wrote Mark, but that is lost, and later the son wrote the new Mark. They claim that Arius Calpurnius Piso was pretending to be Josephus Vespasian. They said, this Arius Calpurnius Piso deliberately provoked the Jewish revolt in 66 so he could destroy the temple in Jerusalem. For the Jews were unwilling to accept his father's story and thereby become pacified by it as was intended. While I'm not religious, I found it interesting to discover and learn from it. I do not know if the Jews are telling the truth about who created the New Testament, but at the end of the day, if you look at evidence here, both of them can be true. I'm not talking about the religion itself, more about the history. Like I said, Africans need to learn about world history. If you look at where those British and the rest Europeans, how they were living before the Romans show up, it remind me of Africa. The first time those Europeans saw the black Africans in West Africa, their new prey. Every nations on the planet was conquered by a stronger nation. We can't sit there and cry about our past. We have to do same thing what they did. Learn fast from them and become the stronger nation. And last, I have this video for you guys. First Africa nation to become Christians in the time of Jesus. Ethiopia, the nations of all the religions of the Abraham religions. Enjoy.
God brought the Ark of the Covenant and the tablets of the 10 Commandments to their land. On holy days today, priests carry on their heads replicas of the tablets, wrapped in gilded cloth. The people of Ethiopia have been carving churches out of mountains for more than 1,000 years. But the 11 churches of Lalibela symbolize their achievement to the outside world. king has become a legend, his story told by monks even today.
There was a city called Roha, where lived a man who belonged to one of the most noble of families, one of the richest in gold, silver, garments, precious stones, servants and maids. He had a child who became the mysteriously named Lalibela.
In the legend, the king's greatness was recognized at birth. A swarm of bees descended on his cot as if around honey.
His mother named him Lalibela, which means the bee has recognized him as king. But these were not bodily bees, but angels who took bee form in order to announce his reign.
God sent one of his angels to bring Lalibela to heaven, to show him the most holy of churches. Lalibela, the story goes, ordered tools to be made to carve temples like those he'd seen in heaven. His craftsmen turned the wild mountainside into a new Jerusalem. The work took 24 years. To carve out the inside, the masons first had to tunnel into the structure through what would become an upper window.
He embellished the interiors, and thus he ended the construction of the churches, reproducing everything he had seen from the seventh heaven. All carved without wood for the windows, nor mortar for the stones, all made from a living rock.
Though not the grandest buildings of their time, these churches were unique in their construction. They embody an ideal typical of the century, to remodel nature to match a vision. But while priests tell of Lalibela's spirituality, he had a more practical purpose, a political program, to proclaim his legitimacy as the heir of Solomon. For Lalibela belonged to a dynasty that had seized the throne. The churches were propaganda, a political move to legitimize his rule. With an army 60,000 strong, Lalibela launched campaigns to extend his rule. His Christian empire filled the highlands, grew rich on trade with the Red Sea, raised churches on the highest hilltops, and kept the surrounding Muslims at bay. Lalibela set out to build a religious state, a spiritual center that would rival Jerusalem. His holy books put new words into the mouth of Christ himself.
እንዴት ለዘመዱ የማይራራ I blessed this place, and from now onwards let it be a holy place, as Mount Tabor, or as Golgotha, the place of my crucifixion, or as Jerusalem. If man undertakes pilgrimage to it, it is equal as if he went to my tomb in Jerusalem. And if somebody receives my flesh and blood in those churches, he will be redeemed of all his sins.
Today, Lalibela is revered as a saint. His shrine attracts a continuous flow of pilgrims. They come to kiss the staff he held in life when, in the 12th century, he and his followers carved these churches from the rock of the African landscape.